KFAN and Shields want to make our holiday shopping a little easier this year. Whether you're shopping for the perfect gift or treating yourself, this is a contest you don't want to miss. Head over to our contest page for your chance to win a $450 gift card. That's KFAN.com. Keyword contest to enter.
And Finch looks at the Timberwolves crowd and says, "What do you think of McDaniel's defense now?"
Director?
Who gets the iPad?
Who does? What's the score, by the way? Are we winning or losing?
Have we broken the ratings record already?
The score is Paul Allen and Dave Sinekin. PA looking for his first ever program password win. They lead 39-34. About halfway there. We're playing to 80.
Okay.
A reminder, you can watch the second half of Program Password always at KFAN.com/watch. You can check out my Vikings Justin Jefferson winter whiteout jersey.
This text message says this Paul Allen character is a national treasure.
Stop with that, man.
Come on, I got that same one.
Is that from LeBron?
It's true. No, it's not. It's from Ryan in Michigan.
Yeah.
He's blushing over there now. You're embarrassing him.
It's unfortunate, that LeBron's not playing tonight because now I have to call somebody else for tickets. I can't believe I just said that. Who gets the iPad?
Common and Cindy are going to have the iPad first. Are we ready to play?
And good morning.
All right, Common and Debe, take a look at the iPad, please.
Let's go, David.
Come on.
The password is Stu.
Nice helmet.
Common, you're down 5, so you have the option here. You want to go first or you want to go second?
Second.
Here we go.
Davey, move to your left a little bit. I know you don't like to get that close to PA, but we need to get you on KFAN.com/watch.
All right, work with me here.
Davey and PA for 10.
Voight.
Basketball.
Common and Greenway for 9.
Viking.
Football.
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Sinekin and PA for 8.
I don't need a hint.
Beef.
Stew. S-T-E-W.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew stew.
Yeah, I was playing with the stew.
Well done.
Yeah, it was spelled Stew, but he changed it up. That was a good move by Sinekin.
Nice.
I just spent the evening with Stu Boyd about 6 weeks ago.
I saw him at Greg Coleman golf event always.
We're happy for both of you.
Yeah, wow.
PA and Cindy, you guys have a 13-point lead. All of a sudden, it's 47-34. PA and Greenway. Take a look at the iPad. The password is plank.
Oh, good luck with that one. Good luck with that one, boy.
Might be coming right at you, though.
Yeah. Greenway, you have the option here. You want to go first or second?
Second.
All right.
We got this.
No.
Greenway's very competitive. He's very intense and focused over there. PA and Sinekin for 10.
Walk.
Run.
Greenway and Common for 9.
The.
Strut.
PA and Cindy for 8.
Pirate.
Plank.
I was waiting for the 5 seconds to expire. No, that's fine. That's a good clue. That's good. I don't know what I was
Yeah, you did it the right way. Walk the plank.
I almost said gangplank.
When I
with
said
pirate.
walk, I was concerned he was going to say the. But then I failed to recognize the receiver
Common was
has some drops in the season.
He's a sure-handed tight end.
That's where we go from here.
What have we opened up? 35?
This is the biggest lead we've had all game. 21-point lead
Now
for
we
PA
go.
and Cindy. They lead 55-34. They're 25 points away from victory. Common and
Now we go.
Sinekin.
Long way to go.
Here we go.
Take a look at the iPad, please. The password is property. All right, Common. Down 21. It's time to make a little bit of a run here. Need to make a comeback. The option is yours. You want to go first or second?
I'll go.
5 seconds.
I'll go first.
He's aggressive.
All right. Common and Greenway for 10.
Land.
Grab.
Grab. The hell was that? There we go.
Cindy and PA for 9.
Homestead.
Common and Greenway for 8.
Deed.
Owner.
Cindy and PA for 7.
Value.
Property.
Yes.
What do you think of this
job,
now,
Pierre.
Alan Roach?
Nice job, Pierre.
Box of all boxes, ever to box, betting against me. Let's go.
No, I can see what you're thinking. You're thinking, I knew Common wasn't very bright, and he was a high school dropout, but this is awful. That's what you're thinking, and I understand.
No, I was awful. Land grab.
He went to Iowa. It's kind of the same thing in terms of education. So.
Oh, but
This is a 30-0 run for PA and Sinekin. They now lead 62-34, 18 points away from a win.
Love you.
Hashtag halftime adjustments.
PA and Greenway, take a look at the iPad.
I'm about to lose 6.
The password is feather. All right, Greenway. You are down 28 points. You need to get going here. Not a lot of margin for error. You have the option. You want to go first or do you want to go second?
first.
All right, Greenway and Common to stop the bleeding. This one for 10.
Cap.
Hat.
PA and Sinekin for 9.
Duster.
I got nothing.
Greenway and Common for 8.
Bird.
Feather.
Yes.
Dust.
Yeah, feather duster. Yeah. My hint wasn't the greatest.
Feather cap. That didn't. I was nowhere near that.
Sometimes you're
I can
the
see that
peacock,
feather in the cap.
Sometimes you're the
I
feather
noticed
duster.
No, there's
I would have said plume. That would have been my word.
Of course.
Common and Greenway, you stop the bleeding. You're down 20 at 62-42. Common and Debe, take a look at the iPad.
Greg Popovich.
The password is civil. Common, you're down 20. You got the option. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Cindy, you got to move to your left a little bit. Please. Oh, you're good right there. You're good right there.
Stop.
Cindy and PA for 10.
Criminal.
Justice.
Common and Greenway for 9.
Siren.
Police.
Sinekin and PA for 8.
War.
Cop.
Common and
War.
Greenway for 7.
Kind.
Officer.
Sinekin and PA for 6.
Lincoln.
Car. Well, Lincoln's a car.
Yeah, it is a car. It's a
Some
nice
new
car,
Cadillac.
too.
Doesn't really connect with everything else that's been said. But
Yeah, I gotta think about everything.
Common,
Thanks, Einstein.
Common and Greenway for 5.
War.
Civil.
Yes.
I almost overthought
Civil
that.
War. Lincoln.
I understand, but how do you begin
I
with criminal?
do it all the time.
How do you begin with criminal when the
Criminal
word
or
is civil?
civil?
Civil, yeah.
Legal.
Yeah.
Either there's a criminal case or a civil
And then you had
case.
Yeah, you're right.
Siren.
That's a good point. Okay.
Yeah, civil defense siren I was trying to get at.
Yeah, see, that's
That's why
South
I read
Dakota,
criminal
South Dakota,
or
Iowa.
civil.
Civil servants?
I didn't think of servant. I thought of criminal.
I think you're doing great.
We're still
Thank
going to
you.
win.
All right, 62-47. Common and Greenway slowly crawling back into this. PA and Chad, take a look at the
I
iPad.
feel like suddenly the Sam, the bad Sam is coming out of us. Like,
The password is break. All right, Chad, you're down 15. You get one here. You're within one possession. You got the option. You want to go first or second?
First.
All right, to get within 5, Greenway and Common for 10.
Point
Goal. I don't know why I said goal.
PA and Cindy for 9.
Timeout.
Blank.
Greenway and Common for 8.
Rest.
PA and Sinekin for 7.
Room.
Greenway and Common for 6.
Different words.
Keanu.
Gesundheit. Don't know what.
All right.
PA and Cindy for 5.
So lost.
Shatter.
Break.
There you go.
Oh, point break.
Yeah. Point break.
and I-
Break room. Timeout. Break. I almost said straddle to make Abbott happy.
Isn't that right?
What is
That was
Kiana?
tough.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Point break.
Point Break.
Oh my God.
Never seen the movie.
It was a
was
tough
The
dumb.
one.
last movie I saw was Wizard of Oz.
That was
I
a
love
tough
that
one.
movie.
Yeah,
You're
it's
still
great.
lost.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 67-47. PA and Sinekin with the lead. Common and Cindy. Take a look at
like
the
that.
iPad.
You like that? You like that?
Oh, 100 point.
Yeah. Yeah.
The password is swing. Common, you're down 20, but you get a 10-pointer here, and it's a one-possession game all of a sudden. What do you want to do? You want to go first or second?
You're looking at me like, what does Sinekin want?
Yeah, I'm
Got a good poker face.
going to go second.
All right, Cindy and PA for 10.
Here we go.
Is this for the win, too?
No, they're 13 out.
Oh.
Golf.
Game.
Common and Greenway for 9.
Motion.
Swing.
Yes.
Ball swing, yeah.
Another good second.
Nice job,
I was
Mark.
trying to come up with. That wasn't
Nice
a great.
job. Yeah.
Wasn't a great clue.
Well,
by
you
me.
can think of like tire, swing, but if you say tire, he's not going to say swing, and then you can say like tree, and then I was like, swing. You know.
Thanks, Chuck Woolery.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you got to do in the game.
Yeah. Second was the
Yeah.
play.
It's an 11-point game, 67-56. Paul Allen and Dave Sinekin lead Common and Chad Greenway. PA and Greenway. Take a look at the iPad. The password is sack.
Get a little too close for comfort here. Gotta say.
You don't like having those Vikings fans close to you, do you? Greenway, you're down 11. You can make this a 1-point game here. You have the option. You want to go first or
Don't make a
second?
mistake.
First.
All right. Greenway and Common for 10.
Strahan.
Sack.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if I had said Grenard, would you have said sack?
No, I would have said sack after Strahan though.
Yeah, I know. That's a good
Or
point.
Gastineau.
Okay.
Oh, that whole bit was fun.
That was crazy.
That was
That
crazy.
was crazy.
What's the
Poor
score?
guy.
All of a
ask.
sudden, we have a 1-point game.
All right. Fourth quarter's where the game is won.
PA and Sinekin lead 67-66 over Common and Chad Greenway. Common and Sinekin. Take a look at the iPad.
Come on.
The password is leather. Common, you're down 1, so you still do have the option here. A chance to take the lead.
We'll go first.
And they're going first. Common and Greenway for 10.
Cowhide.
Coat.
Sinekin and PA for 9.
Jacket.
Leather.
It's the best clue you could have given.
No, cowhide was an elite
Yeah.
clue.
I wouldn't have said that
Yeah,
one.
it
That
put
was,
me on leather.
I was so glad you went first because I had no idea what to start with.
Ah, that was perfect.
It's all right.
Here's
It's not
where-
over yet.
Here's where we're
I gotta
at.
make up.
Here's where we're at. PA and Sinekin, you have 76. So any correct answer, you win. Common and Greenway, you're at 66. You're still 14 points away from victory.
Hell of a game.
PA and Greenway, take a look at the iPad. The password is office. Kind of a big decision here, Greenway. You got the option. You're down 10. Need 14 for the win. What do you want to do here? You want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
All right, to tie the game, Greenway and Common for 10.
Depot.
Home.
PA and Sinekin for 9 and the win.
Corner.
Store.
He doesn't listen to KFAN.
I don't.
Why would he?
Man, I got to work.
That's great.
Greenway and Common for 8.
Out.
He's already wishing he hadn't said it.
Yeah, that was awful.
You can wait and as long as you start it before the buzzer goes. PA and Sinekin for 7 and the win.
Max.
Effort.
Greenway and Common for 6.
Corner.
Office.
Yes.
Max. Office Max.
Office Depot.
I couldn't be worse at this game.
Common said the answer after
And I
the
say
buzzer.
the answer.
And I couldn't react to it.
Didn't hear it.
You didn't hear that?
He literally
I
said the answer.
because I was going to say office, and then Tenby said you can finish, so then I did, but I didn't finish.
I was trying to explain the rule to you, but yeah.
There's a show called The Office that might have.
Okay, can we delete that part? Can we delete that
The-
part of the show? Is there like a...
What's the score now?
Here's where we're at.
That was awful by me.
PA and Sinekin.
Oh, God. Out of office.
Oh,
PA and Sinekin. Well, now that makes sense. Out of office. PA and Sinekin, you have 76. Any correct answer, you win. Common and Greenway, you have 72. So you need to get 8 points or more.
Oh, wow.
And you win. Season's on the line, Paul Allen. Common and Sinekin. Take a look at the iPad, please. The password is move. All right, Common. You have the option, 8 points or more, and you win. You want to go first or second?
I'm going to go second.
All right, Dave and PA for 10 and the win.
Relocate.
Transfer.
Common and Greenway for 9 and the comeback victory.
House.
Move?
Yes, they win.
I didn't know if house. Yeah.
Greenway and Common knocked PA out of the playoffs.
Relocate was brilliant.
I thought relocate was.
I
thought
said
that was
you
the
said
word.
that. I said move.
When
right
you
away.
said relocate, I said I just lost the game again by passing.
I can't win at this game.
You
Good
were
Lord, I
close.
put so much
We were
time
close.
into it,
We
too.
were
I was so bad in the third quarter and part of the fourth.
But come fourth quarter,
job,
bring it to
bud.
Greenway. Well done. That was fun.
That was fun.
We'd
Nice
love
job,
to have
bud.
you back, too.
What a
It
game,
was very
John.
entertaining. PA, you're always welcome. You know that.
Love you.
Yeah, love
Wow.
you, too. Dave
Well
Sinekin,
done.
you're always welcome
Thank you,
as well.
sir. Always a pleasure.
Have a
Always
happy
fun.
holidays, you guys. We'll take a break, come back.
All right.
That's Program Password. We'll be back with more after this here on The Fan. Couple 13-14 pass, Common Man Program. I'm Common, he's Tennessee, and we'll start off this short segment with some breaking news from our friends at The Athletic, Danny Hayes, Sam Amick, and Dennis Lynn. Headline, Billionaire Ishbia. Is that how you pronounce it, Teneby? Do you know?
Do we have any indication?
Billionaire Ishbia brothers emerge as bidders for the Minnesota Twins.
Above average.
Dateline Dallas, the ownership group that purchased the Phoenix Suns before promptly making a splash by acquiring Kevin Durant, is now interested in buying the Minnesota Twins. A source briefed on the situation confirmed that Suns owner Matt Ishbia and his brother Justin are interested in buying the Twins from the Pohlad family, which began exploring a sale in October after 40 years of ownership. Matt Ishbia, whom Forbes estimated has a net worth of $10.1 billion. We're in a different financial neighborhood when we talk about the Ishbias and the Pohlads. I can see that. If you believe that the Pohlads are still only worth $3.8 billion, that number's been around for like 20 years. I got to believe it's more than that. But they purchased the Suns in December of 2022, 3 days after the NBA approved his ownership in February of 2023. The Suns acquired Durantula in a blockbuster trade from the Brooklyn Nets. Earlier this year, Forbes and Sportico, is that how it is? Yeah, I've never heard of it before. Estimated the Twins to be worth between $1.46 billion and $1.7 billion, respectively. The most recent MLB team to sell is the Baltimore Orioles, who fetched $1.725 billion in March. Several parties with knowledge expect the sales process to take 6 months, which means a new ownership group is unlikely to be in place before opening day. And that's all we have for now. And, I don't know anymore.
I don't know if you just read it because I wasn't really listening. I was just reading talk. But Aaron Gleeman mentioned that the Ishbia brothers combined net worth over $15 billion.
Okay, combined net worth. I don't know anything more about the Ishbias than I just learned just now. If you would have said who owns the Phoenix Suns, I would never been able to tell you. Maybe when the sale of the Suns first took place, I may have read, skimmed the story. I shouldn't admit that working at the All Sports station, but I may have just skimmed the story and saw the name, but I could not have put the two and two together. That they went out and got Durantula right away with a blockbuster trade means they like to win, I think.
Yeah.
Because you don't go out and get Durantula unless you're planning to win, or maybe just want to sell tickets. I don't know. I think most ownership groups, whether it's an individual or several, they want to win, and they want to win now. I think the one ownership group that has proven by their actions or lack thereof, the Pohlads did not care about winning. They did not. Never did. Maybe Carl did and Eloise in the early days. But since then, there's no way they had any interest in winning, because you would not conduct the operation of the team in which they did. That nothing they did made anyone ever believe they were trying to win. I believe they ran it like every other one of their businesses, and that is, we make a profit. That's what we do. We're the Pohlad family. We don't lose money. Sometimes you might lose money or have to spend more money to get to where you want to go. And I just don't think they ever had any interest in doing that. And maybe the Ishbia brothers do. And when you're worth that kind of money, you've got the wherewithal. If you want to spend your own personal fortune, and when you're worth $15 billion combined, fielding a $200 million payroll is a drop in the bucket. It just is. You have to believe me on that. I mean, I'm fairly good at math. I was born in Detroit. You know how we learned to count there? 0 and 1, 0 and 2, 0 and 3. A million seconds is 12 days. A billion seconds is like 32 years. A billion is a lot of money. So this could be encouraging news. Now, again, we don't know. Maybe they'll get the club. And I just don't think you buy the club and go, it's business as usual for us, right? Because they must be aware of the disappointment, to put it lightly, but maybe even anger in some cases of Twins fans, right? That this team never, when it's the age of Aquarius, make that move and say, this is the year we're going to spend a couple of extra bucks. We're going to sign a guy for a couple. We got our window here, and we're going to up that payroll to a couple $100 million. And if it doesn't work, we can break it back down again. And just wait for that next opportunity. But they never did that. I would think this team would. And again, it hasn't been approved yet. It's, these are just sources say, nothing's official, but it's nice. So there you go. Let's do this. Let's take our final break. I got several stories I want to riff on with you, Tennessee. And we'll do that. We won't really make our Bears-Vikings predictions, and everybody's always waiting for our Vikings predictions because the game's not till Monday. We'll wait till then. But we'll take a short break, come back.
We can give you a Vikings injury report as well on the other side.
I thought I heard we were going to give away that football helmet.
Well, we do have 2 giveaways right now, so let's actually do one right now, or maybe do both.
Let's do them both. What are they? I lost my giveaway sheet.
So we have one giveaway. It's a Purple Friday on the Fan. We got your tickets to see the Vikings. If you're we'll do caller 1314.
Oh, yeah, here it is. And James Taylor.
Yeah, you can win a pair of tickets to the Winter Whiteout game on Monday night against the Chicago Bears. And then we also have the James Taylor one. Do you want to read that one?
Yeah, James Taylor. He's coming to town. It's going to be like in June or July of this summer at the X. And tickets are available right now. They went on sale today. James Taylor and his band. So if you'd like to purchase them, you can go right ahead and do so. The concert's coming up this summer at the X. But if you would like to, if you'd like to win some right now, like Tennessee said, we're going to give away 2 pairs right now. So
you can choose. First caller chooses. 13 caller chooses.
Then we'll take a break. We'll come back with more after this here on the Fan. I'm the common man, Dan Cole. He's Tennessee. We call the final segment of the week between 2:30 and 3 o'clock the victory formation segment. We feel as though it's sort of like in a National Football League game when the team gets that ball for that last possession. They have a lead. The other team has no timeouts left. There's maybe $1.25, $1.15 to go in the game. And so they just take a couple of kneel downs to end the game and trot off with another win. So this is our version of the victory formation. We do it here each and every Friday because we've never had a losing week, ever, here on the Common Man program. A lot of people are getting excited about the Ishibas, Tennessee. Did I say that right? Ishbias. The Ishbias, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And if not, we'll know soon enough. This is courtesy of our Bradshaw and Bryan KFAN text line at 64686. It says, the Ishbias are the guys who offered to send Suns fans free TV antennas so they could still watch games on local TV while they were working through a TV deal negotiation with Bally's. You think the Pollads would do that? That's a silly question. Of course not. I don't know how many owners would. Here's another. This one says, I live in Arizona. The Suns owners have, and this is capitalized, no problem spending money. This is a great thing. And then there was one other that I really liked. Give me 1 second. I can scroll down. Here it is. Twins fans to Matt and Justin Ishbia. How soon can you start? I think everybody sort of feels that way. So we'll see how that works. A couple of people are bitter we didn't give the phone number for the contest. You should know it by now, shouldn't you? We've had the same 1-800-3. I'm sorry, I apologize, but you should know it by now. 1-800-320-53.
You should have it in your contacts on your phone.
Yeah, and not only that, a lot of other people knew the number because the phone's ringing off the hook, and it still continues to ring off the hook.
800-320-5326. Put it in your phone.
Put it in your phone. Here's that story I was telling you about, Tennessee, that I couldn't find. You know why? It disappeared from my phone. However, I Googled, and it reappeared. Here's the story. Map shows safest U.S. states to live during a nuclear war.
Oh, yeah.
So I was immediately thinking, I used to think of that all the time. Seriously. But you first of all, you think of the places to live where you have natural disaster issues. Like California seems to be one of the worst because in earthquake, there was no warning. It just happens. Even a hurricane like down in Florida, you go, well, usually it's like, hey, it's coming here. It's probably going to hit us. Might want to board up your house and get out of Dodge. So at least you have some warning. Even up here with blizzards and tornadoes, generally speaking, it's like, hey, we're under a tornado watch. Then all of a sudden, Tornado warning, we spotted one. It's bearing down. You have opportunities. It doesn't guarantee your safety, but you have opportunities. Then I used to think about nuclear war. So if, like, I'm the Ruskies, right? You're during the Cold War. You're during, I was going to do an Egyptian pyramid bit, 1800s, but let's forget that. So let's say you're thinking, well, if another city, another country is going to launch a nuclear war against the United States, one thinking they're going after the big cities, right? They're going after, they're going after New York, Los Angeles, Chicago. They're maybe targeting where they think we might have a missile silo or two. I always thought Minneapolis, St. Paul's fairly safe. It's not Tennessee. It's the worst. Here's what it says. In an average case scenario, the safest states would be Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, District of Columbia, Virginia, West Virginia, North and South Carolina, Georgia, Florida line, Alabama, MISSISSIPPI, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, and the school up north. Other states that would be less affected, and I'm thinking, well, we must be in that list. Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Nevada, California, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Arkansas, and Illinois. This is based on the average radiation exposure risk calculated for each latitude and longitude point using a scale measuring the estimated, that word I can't say, cumulative radiation dose after 4 days in grays, a unit of ionizing radiation dose. The safest state's exposure ranges from 0.001 GY to 0.5 GY, compared with the states with the most danger: Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska, the Dakotas, Iowa, and Minnesota, where estimated exposure ranges from 1 GY to 84 GY. Scientists regard more than 8 GY as lethal. And according to it, it's because of, it says both scenarios are based on a simulation with the detonation of 1 or 2 nuclear warheads and explosives, blah, 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 blah. And it has to do with, if I have this correct, where we have ours. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. They want to take them out. That's what it has to do. We have a lot of ours in the middle of the country. Yeah. Is it in Nebraska? What were they again? The worst were, hold on. I just said them. I can't remember now where they go. Hold on. You threw me for a loop. Well, see, what's more than anything, no, you know what really more... Was there military bases? No. Taking into account wind directions and specific days. So where the wind is blowing, it's like we have a lot of Calcuttas here. Lakefront influence in, out, lakefront influence, and then out, so that it would appear, according to this, just says the scenario is based on a simulated attack on a specific day in 2021, taking into account wind directions. So here I thought we were safe. They would just leave us alone in the upper Midwest. Apparently not. So I thought the reason for it, because I thought I'd seen this once, and now that I'm looking it up, because of where our U.S. nuclear weapons are based out of, that's where they would want to attack. Okay. So, like, we have U.S. nuclear weapons bases in Malmstrom, Montana, Minot, North Dakota. Malmstrom, that was, you know what? I actually toured a missile silo there. I'll tell you, it was the first place radio job I ever had. I've told the story. I was the news guy on the morning show at KQDI, and the Air Force Base was doing, just for publicity or whatever, they offered us news people to go tour a nuclear missile thing. I said, I'm in. So I've seen what it looks like, absolutely. But anyways, go on. I was going to say, Malmstrom Air Force Base in Montana has 150 ICBM silos.
Minot Air Force Base in North Dakota has the same. Warren Air Force Base in Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska has 150. And then you have like the Kitsap Naval Base in Bangor, Washington has 7 Trident submarines. Naval Base in Kings Bay, Georgia, 7 Trident submarines. And you have like Nevada, Missouri, Louisiana have some bombs and nuclear bombs. I thought that was why.
No, we're talking about once it hits.
The wind direction.
Lakefront influence, man. It's just the same thing that Denny talked about with the Calcutta. We're just in a bad spot, or I thought we were safe. Now I got that to worry about. Baby brother Peter laughed at me when, we've been, over the past couple of years, considering downsizing our home, right? So we went over to Cottage Grove. We went to these, these new housing developments where they have, they have those kind of, smaller homes than the one I'm living in now, where you've got, they're basically roughly $350,000 to $400,000 homes, right? So that's a nice wheelhouse for me at this point in my life. So I go, well, let's go look. We go to these houses in this development tend to be, they have no basements. They have a lower level, but it's really not a basement. And I looked at baby brother Peter. I said, where do we go if there's a tornado? And he laughed at me. Aren't I right to be concerned about not having a basement? I told him, if we buy a home here, I'm going to have to dig a root cellar just so I have a place to go in case there's a tornado. You saw The Wizard of Oz. You saw when they went inside the root cellar. But baby brother Peter laughed at me. Here's another story I found, Tennessee. This is from thehill.com under the label of an education story. You ready for this? Social media influencer is a growing career choice.
Yep.
Colleges have noticed.
Ooh. Start doing classes on it?
Here's how the story reads. Have influencers on social media created a new career field worthy of formal education? A growing number of universities are looking at classes and majors aimed at giving influencers the skills needed to spot misinformation, communicate effectively with audiences, and understand business contracts they could enter. Jessica Maddox is the co-director of the Office of Politics, Communications, and Media at the University of Alabama. They've started a class on the subject called Social Media Storytelling. She says if people are serious about wanting to do a career in influencing or online content creation, they have to know that there is more to it. And yes, there are a lot of people been incredibly successful, kind of figuring it out as they go, working hard, building a channel, paying attention to their analytics, buying the equipment and learning. But I think we as college professors like myself, we would be remiss if we did not treat this as a skill our students are going to need out into the real world. I have to think about this for a second. So I'm thinking, Tennessee, in all honesty, what if, I don't know, your children again are ages 10,
10, 7, and 4.
10, 7, and 4. College is a way off yet.
Yes.
But let's say Leo comes up to you and you're going, so Leo, you're about to graduate. What would you like to major in? And he goes, what do we call it? Influencer? So I want to be a social media influencer. Really? Can you get a degree for that? Oh, yeah, they give you a degree. And then it's like, well, what's tuition? Yeah. Back in your day, it would have been a pound of flesh and a pint of blood. Now it's an arm and a leg. Do they offer scholarships for this?
For showing signs of being a good influencer when you're younger?
Now, if they would have had a degree for being under the influence when you were at school, I would have got a full ride. I don't think there's any question about that. Half second, by the way. There's nobody that would be... maybe there's something to this. I don't know.
I bet there's a lot that would do it.
But what I'm saying, though, is at first blush, I think it's a preposterous degree, don't you? I mean, and maybe not. I just think, I would think, and I don't I don't spend a lot of time on Twitter other than during Vikings games. So I don't see a lot of these. Who are some of these social media people? What do they do to influence people? What?
Oh, it's huge now.
Yeah, I know it is, but I mean, do you know some of these names and who these people are?
I personally don't really follow set influencers.
Right. But can you give me an example? I mean, are you?
I mean,
well versed enough to know that
Mr. Beast is one of the most popular on YouTube, where he does all these YouTube videos, right?
And so, what is?
You have your TikTok, and I mean, they're everywhere. TikTok influencers, Instagram influencers.
What does Mr. Beast do? Like when you say does videos, or what are they comedy?
Well, now he does a lot of videos where he's giving away money, that
would influence
has you
people.
do this to make money. But an influencer could be anything, even Carly Zucker to a certain extent, right? She's an influencer on Instagram. She'll be here, I really think this jacket is cute, and it influences other women to go out and buy that jacket, right? Technically, you're like an influencer.
Right, I get that. I get that. I mean, as a matter of fact, I think part of when salespeople make pitches for any of us to do an endorsement, they always say, was there any social involved? And say, well, yeah, this person has this many amount of followers, and so they would be able to reach that many people if they did, one social post a week or month or whatever the case may be. But to actually have a degree in it, to me, the social influencing thing is something that I feel like you have to have some kind of a personality that'd be number one, whatever that people can glom onto. You can't teach that. It's in a university class.
I'm sure there's certain tricks on how to create and edit videos and content and stuff like that, and what works, what doesn't. It's just weird because typically when you're getting a degree, you're in a major, the direction it's right. What the purpose behind it. It's I'm going to have this on my resume so I can go to this company and they will hire the type of person that I am. Whereas this is just here's your degree and go out and do it on your own now.
That's the college professor just trying to get a piece of the pie. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Well, that was I went to Brown Institute, which became Brown College, and I owe them everything. But you could get into the radio business without going to a broadcast school. There's certain things you can do without going to school. A lot of the people are saying a lot of things. I just tend to be, maybe you and I should do some kind of a night class, unaccredited, where we teach people how to influence people. Let's get a piece of that pie as well. I really enjoyed our visit with you today. Teddy, thanks for having me.
Hey, great job.
You as well. Hey, we'll talk to you on Monday at 12 noon. Remember, it's a Viking whiteout day that day, and they'll play the Bears. Enjoy your weekend. Stick around, though. Big Ticket, JG, they're next, right here on The Fan.
Good night. Good morning. Good afternoon. And good night, Minnesota.
And good night, folks. And good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you are.
Well done, young man.
Listen back to any of Common Man's programs by podcasting on the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.